Hello everybody. It's been a hot minute since I even picked up the camera, so I'm super excited to get to sit down with you guys and chat and do our monthly reset together. This one's going to be a little bit more on the chill side, nothing too structured, just because I don't think that's going to work for me right now. So let's just go straight into my June recap and kind of how June went. I was just in the biggest rut, and it has affected me in work, in life, in creativity. Without getting into it too much, I've been feeling a lot of imposter syndrome at work, and it's been making me feel really bad about myself and making me not enjoy the job. And I feel like the job is not something I want to do in the long term, but it's also not bad. I feel like for the most part, the people there are great. I used to have really good work-life balance. People have left the company, so my workload has like quadrupled. So that has affected me and has been kind of part of the rut, but also just because this job is like external facing, where I have to talk to clients and like customers and stuff like that, and I don't like that. I'm very shy. I overthink a lot of things and I hate any and every call that I'm in. So every day feels like a struggle. And that plays into the whole imposter syndrome thing, feeling like I don't belong in this job, I can't do this job. But I think there are times where I really don't care, and that's when I'm like, oh, like it's not that big of a deal. So I think I'm just trying to think about that more, or like realize that more. And I think this month I'm just trying to not care in like the most healthy way possible, not in an unhealthy way, but in a way that's like it's okay to mess up, it's okay not to be the best, and it's okay to keep learning and growing. Anyways, that was a lot. I've been feeling so much about work and not having someone to really talk to about it except for my fiance, so that was kind of cathartic. Anyways, with that being said, I am trying not to care. I think that's our motto for July. Don't care, just do. With that being said, let's get into kind of our July intentions. So this month and most months recently, I have not been wanting to do monthly goals. I just don't like the tracking. So I'm just gonna share some intentions, some things I want to be cognizant of, and some things I want to actively think about for the next month. So the first one is get steps in. Sometimes I'm sitting at my desk for literally 8 hours and have less than 1,000 steps in at 5 p.m. So get steps in. Ideally 7K, if not, that's fine. As long as I actively think about getting up and walking. And this one's easy because I don't have to track it. I wear my watch, so it does it itself. Secondly, make more YouTube videos or film more YouTube videos. With the theme of the month, not care. Just make what I want to make. Don't gotta overthink it. Don't gotta care about, oh, is this right for the audience? Is this right for me? Is this gonna pop off? Is this gonna be part of my branding? None of that. Just make, just do whatever inspiration comes. Just make. Thirdly, make sure I do hobbies. So recently that's been climbing. I've been having a great time climbing. I don't know if you could tell, but my hands, like I have calluses everywhere. But I've really been enjoying climbing. Me and my friends do pickleball once a month. Reading. I have been in a reading rut for the longest time. Just because I'm literally in the middle of 4 series. I'm in the middle of Shatter Me, Zodiac Academy, Crescent City, and Throne of Glass. But these are 4 that I know I want to finish, but I for some reason just can't. Throne of Glass, it's because I don't want it to end. I just don't want to finish. Like once I finish reading it, I can never read it for the first time again. Crescent City, I listened to on audiobook just because I remember I didn't really like the first one, but I am interested in kind of the whole Massverse, so I listened to that. That one I don't really care about. I just listen when I'm on my walks or on public transportation. So that one, it'll get finished eventually, but it will take a long time. Shatter Me. I'm like halfway through this 12 or something so book series, and I'm starting to not like it. The first couple books I was very interested. We're halfway through the series and I just don't know where this is going and what's going on. And I just want to know what happens. I actually don't want to read it anymore, but I just want to know what happens. But I hate just giving up on a series. I mean, maybe it gets better, but I don't know. And then Zodiac Academy. I was so into Zodiac Academy. It literally took over my life for like a good few months. And I do want to know what happens. I'm in the middle of a book and I can't finish it. There are things that are going on that are pissing me off. Darius is pissing me the fuck off. And each book now feels like so much filler. Just get to the fucking point. Can we keep the plot progressing, please? Anyways, that's why I'm in a rut. I really want to get back into reading and figure out my reading shit because that's all over the place. And my last intention for July is just really take care of myself. I've literally kind of been running on autopilot. I'll just do the bare minimum for everything. For example, I know this is like a really small thing, but I usually take a shower and then always lotion after a shower just because I have pretty dry skin, and I have not been. And I used to do a weekly or bi-weekly everything shower where I shave, exfoliate, hair mask, just something that feels like I'm taking care of myself, and I have not done that. Like, I'm not putting effort in for myself. So for July, I want to make sure I'm conscious of taking care of myself, even in those little ways of making sure I lotion or making sure I exfoliate, making sure I drink water. But yeah, those are kind of my July intentions. Now, let's get into the money portion. All right, so for how much we made. For background on where I get my income from is a salaried job, which I get paid semi-monthly for, always on the 15th and 30th, or like last day of the month. I usually get them a little early through early deposit. So I already got my paycheck for the 30th, today's the 28th. And then I also have one paycheck a month from a friend because I help her with her small business, with her social media and her kind of content. And I get a little bit of commission from them as well. So all of that comes out to be $4,967.13 for this month. Okay, I'm looking at how much I spent, and I didn't realize I spent so much money this month. So this month I spent $1,837.94. What the heck? Okay, the biggest thing I spent on was miscellaneous spending. Oh, that is right. I bought a lot of stuff for my car because I may need to start driving more often, and so I bought a couple things that would make me feel better about driving it. Not that I care, but like safer. I have new tire pressure sensors because my car didn't have that. And then I got some blind spot mirrors to help me with that. And I thought a lot about buying a new car. So instead of spending the how many thousands of dollars to get a new car, I spent maybe like $100 or something, maybe $200 at most, for some car things to make me feel safer with driving an older car. And I did buy clothes this month. I remember it was really early in the month. I got a couple of new work clothes. I call them work clothes, but I kind of wear what I wear to work in real life, just like slacks or like pants and a shirt. So, and that's basically adds up to that $371.55. The second highest category was my camera. So the camera I'm currently using, I did it on pay monthly installments through Amazon. I mean, I had the money. I just thought like, I want to try it out. There's no interest. I made sure to have automatic payment on so I don't get fees tacked on. So about $300 came out this month for that. Then my next was social and entertainment. I spent $280 on this gym membership, but it is all for summer. So this $280 counts for June, July, and August. So 3 months for $280 is not that bad when a regular membership is $117 a month. So you get a discount for the summer membership, as well as I didn't have to pay an initiation fee. So I saved $50 from that as well. And then goes into groceries at $207.43. Then school loan payment for $200. I pay extra to my school loans. The minimum payment's only $79.97, but I do $200 just to get it over with. Sometimes I think, is that $130 or $120 better off elsewhere? Maybe like investing, but I don't know yet. So until I figure out what I want to do with that, we'll just keep having it go towards school loan payment. I mean, tackling debt is never a terrible idea, but you know, we'll see. And then yeah, that's about a lot of the spend already. The rest were just kind of, I had some gifts that I needed to give, like graduation gifts, some dining out, and then a bunch of other subscriptions as well. And I really thought I didn't spend a lot this month, but I spent a lot. Now, to balance all that out, I saved a lot this month. I saved $3,746.20. Most of that is actually for the wedding, and I hate counting wedding saving as a saving just because I know that money's gonna be gone in like a year. So it's, and then a lot of that also went to sinking funds. So yeah, lots of savings there. And then the last one is what I invested for the month. Just did my baseline $584 to my Roth IRA, or is it 583? It's 583. And then that's just that amount will get me to the max of the Roth IRA allotted amount for the year. So by the end of the year, if I continue these payments, it should be about $7,000 in the Roth IRA. And that's everything I made, spent, invested, and saved for June, as well as a little bit of my July mini goals or intentions for the month. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me today to kind of do this reset. Even if it wasn't the most structured, it still feels really good to check in and feel like I'm making some kind of progress. Just pausing and taking note, even in a small way, is better than nothing. And if you're in a rut too, I hope this helps you out and that next month feels slightly better for you. And hope you guys enjoy the video. See you guys in the next one. Bye.